That was weird. Hello? Not really sure what happened just there. I think I may have pressed the wrong button, but we're back either way. Let me just bring you guys in. It's because I've set up different keybinds, I think. So I stop getting that noise. We're here. Hello. Just the usual teething problems. Catherine's watching the sunset and freezing her tits off, as usual. Can you all hear me? Are we back now? I would certainly hope so. Right. But yes, as I was saying, I found a program that would split the audio and allow me to divert where my Spotify is playing through. What the fuck are these hats here? Look at these hats. Why do we have a load of hats on the floor? One of them looks like it sat on the sat at the table. Fuck. Yeah, it's about 15 quid, I think, to get this program, but I don't want to invest in it just yet. It would also mean learning how to split audio through a third-party program, and that's something else I'd have to take into consideration learning how to do. I'm already using Voicemeeter to split audio to an extent, but it's a very minor extent. You can hear me? Yeah? No? Yes? Good? Yes? Okay. It's advertising the Grand Tour. Oh god, I can't believe I'm advertising something like that. Advocating something that I would never watch. That seems a bit perverse. You'd think you'd have a hand in these sort of things, but apparently not. Oh look! We're getting armor. Alice is making armor, finally. A scaled hauberk. I love these things. They're a good starter armor type, and she's also making a brigandine as well. So, who is our main fighter? I think it actually might be Alice, because Valerie's gone. She was our main brawler and general bodyguard. Oh, Jerry needs it. Or does he? Because it's actually slower. Yeah, fuck it. Gerber, sorry. Jerry's his actual name. Does anyone want to be this guy? He's 27 years old, he's a strapping man, he's quite talented, he's good with a sword. Anyone want to be this guy? He's also a prude, a socialite, and industrious. He's pretty good, actually. He's now even got some armor. Got a scaled hauberk. Yeah, sorry, Valerie got kidnapped by the criminal gang. However, this game has a long memory, and by this game I mean the AI that's running the game. It's Cassandra, isn't it? Of course, it's classic Cassandra. Classic Cassandra. She's got a long memory, and she will recall the fact that the faction kidnapped her. So if we raid a criminal, what are they called? It was the criminal army. They came and they knocked her out and they took her with them. If we go to one of their bases, there's a chance we might find her and we might be able to rescue her. Yeah, he's pretty boring too. That can't be helped though. God, look at all this fucking blood everywhere. You'll remember last time we also slaughtered a load of caribou. The meat, because we were running low. It's cold and winter has still got its frigid teeth through us. And we were running out of food. But no matter. We've also renovated this. This place is a lot more suitable now. We've got a rec room that's looking a bit shitty at the moment, but yeah, it says it's dull. But you know, it's getting somewhere. Pull this out of there. We don't want that in there. I just can't wait until winter's over, because I want to grow cotton so we can start making some interesting joy appliances, like a billiards table or a poker table, and then make this room all snazzy and lovely. But we can't do that yet at the moment. I think a lot of people have been fishing as well. We've got a lot of fish meat. Classic Cassandra sigh. Yeah, that's me. No. Cassandra's way better than Cortana. Way better. What sword has he got? Is it normal? He's got a normal one. Let's get him this good one. Actually, do you know what? He can have it for the moment, and we'll get Gerber his own special weapon. What weapon should this dude get? We made James a Gisarm, which is pretty good. We could get him an axe. We could also get him a battle axe, maybe a claymore. What do you guys think he deserves? What weapon do you think he should get? I'm thinking something two-handed, possibly. Maybe a Morning Star, that'd be pretty cool. Halberd? Halberd's quite signifying of a guard, isn't it? It's something that, like for instance, the Venetian guards, the Palatal guards, they'd use types of halberds. I'll give him a halberd. How much steel is that? Not too bad, and it actually uses some wood too. How good is Alice's crafting? 10! You're pretty good at crafting, Alice. You got a really shitty spear though. How good's your melee? 4. Well, it's good enough to use this probably instead of the primitive spear. You've now got a gladius and a charge rifle. How's that for a juxtaposition? Can we flog James in the courtyard? Why are we flogging James? I mean, I'm not saying I'm against it, I just want to know why we'd be flogging him. What's he done this time? He's probably done something, don't get me wrong. He's always up to something. Look at these snowmen, they're fucking everywhere. These windmills are just not moving. Why aren't... These fucking windmills, honestly, they're a liability. They haven't done anything for us, I don't feel. Maybe we should have put them in a better spot. But they've got like clear paths and everything. I don't get it. I don't get it. Maybe we should build up here a bit. I don't know. I don't know. Tattered apparel. Kathy's got some tattered apparel. That can't be. Simply will not do. She's wearing a fucking toque, that's why. Put it down, you silly bint. Where are you? I don't know where she is. So who's next? James is wearing tattered apparel. Socks. Where did he get some socks from? Take those off. He's still got some gloves. Maybe we should make people gloves. Champow. Rat leather gloves. Those sound amazing. I'm afraid you're not allowed them. So now it's just Krasia. This t-shirt. Okay, we need a new t-shirt. Tribe child from the Council of Barracuda is passing by. He is named Simon Smiley Johnson. Is it just one? Just tribe child. He's 16! He's a strapping male archer of the Council of the Green Barracuda. We could kidnap him. He's a good shot. But he's not really good at anything else. Nah, we'll let him go. I don't really want to anger another faction. I've already got enough people trying to kill me. And you, and everyone else. Snowman fucking on the lawn? Well, yeah. What do you think all this white stuff is? Snowman jism. It's disgusting. And they've been building more of them out of it. Ugh. Right, let's make some tunics. I don't like making t-shirts. I like making tunics. It seems more appropriate, you know? I think Alice has put on a... Oh god. Manhunter pack. Grizzly bears! Oh my god, they're going for Smiley! They're going for Smiley! Where is he? Where is he? Oh shit. I hope I haven't got any orders for anyone to go outside too much, because otherwise there's gonna be a problem. We've actually got lots of boots, which is fine. Probably should start burning some of the bad ones. I want to watch where these bears go. You better fucking run, boy. Who killed this fox? A wolf. I don't see a wolf. Oh my god, those bears. I need to keep an eye on them, because that might be a problem. That could easily become a problem for us. You're gonna have to forgive me, but actually, do you know what? I was about to say I might have had to done a bit of cheating, but I wonder. Let's get a corpse bonfire. I know it's a lovely thing to have around a hotel, right? But let's put it over here, sort of out of the way. Is there a better spot for it, possibly? I don't want to use it for burning bodies. No, I like my body pit. It looks cool. In fact, let's make it bigger. It's like a trophy cabinet, a temporary trophy cabinet. So I can look at them and go, yes, I keep you. But what I was going to try and what I was going to cheat was, there are items that occasionally pop up that you just don't want. Like these gloves that I told people to drop, they've just dropped them on the floor, and these socks and everything. And other pieces of apparel that I don't want anymore because they're worn out or crap. And there's not really an efficient way to remove them from the game that's within the game mechanics. The only real thing you can do is to set up corpse burners or what are they called? Furnaces or something, and set orders to burn apparel that are under a certain percentage or made of a certain material or something. Oh. Okay, he's dead. He did injure them a bit though. He punched them. Holy shit, he got absolutely owned. My god. I feel bad, kinda. No, leave the longbow alone. Those are bears, Jabba. Can't be dealing with bears. Okay. We got a bear problem, people. Bear with me. Just want to know where they're gonna go. Are they gonna go to the left or the right? We need to shoot them before they get to us. Scarce. I don't know what scarce is. I mean, I know what scarce means, but in the context it sounds like I don't. Where are they going? Why are you hitting the door? Leave the fucking door alone! Holy shit, they just broke the door and then went around. These bears are assholes. Okay, guys. Atomic Tony, what a name. On the shooting range, guys. Wait for them to come around the corner. Okay, that's one. And there's two. Good job, people. That's a wrap. Now, there's something interesting I could do with these bears. I could try and tame them. If they're not too injured. Oh god, this one's got a permanent gunshot injury to its brain. And the other one's got an eye injury. Oh, it's actually dead. That one's actually dead. Okay. Jesus, I think we just put this one out of its misery. Otherwise it's gonna have severe brain damage. It's probably bleeding in the brain anyway. It's not nice, but you know, that's how it is. But yeah, you get detritus lying around on the map. It looks crap, like these short bows and this equa and another short bow, gloves, socks, that just sort of lie around, and there's not really an efficient way of getting rid of them. So what I tend to do is go into this god mode panel here and just destroy them like this, because otherwise they just lie there and look kind of out of place and ugly. But I'll see if I can burn them on the corpse burner. The problem is with giving orders for burning apparel and stuff is it isn't reliable. Like, for some reason it doesn't work half the time and they don't fulfill the orders. So I give up at certain points and I just start deleting them. Brigandine's almost done. In other news? Oh. Okay, the wind turbine is actually getting up to speed now, which is something. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna have to move this wall forwards a bit, but I'll wait until we get raided next, because the moment I demolish that wall, we'll get raided down here and we'll probably all die, so I'm gonna wait until we actually get raided. Jesus, that still makes me jump! Ugh! I don't even know why it does it sometimes, because it didn't do it last time when Seto started hosting me. Like, Seto's been hosting me since I started streaming, and it didn't make that noise then. I need to turn that alert off. That's gonna just fucking drive me insane otherwise. Give me a second. Oh, I don't think I can. Yeah, I can't do it at the moment. I'll do it later. Oh my god. I hope you're not deaf. So did you manually host me? You son of a bitch, Bonks. How you doing, Bonks? You alright? You're not at work today, are you? What's this? Sent a message. Apparently bandits based in a nearby camp have been raiding their caravans. They've asked us to destroy it, which means eliminating all enemies and turrets. If we succeed, their relations will improve and they'll send us this reward. A plasteel bed. Legendary. Who's ever described a bed as legendary? Oh my shit, look at all this meat we got, boys. Look at this fucking meat. Jesus, we're carnivores. Krazia, did you just fucking put on the Are you actually any good at combat, Krazia? Okay, you're a good shot, but Alice deserves it more. Alice, come get your Brigandine. There you go. Congratulations, Alice. You've actually got some armor now. You're getting sick. You coming down with a cold? You've been out in the weather too much. Ooh, James has found a longbow. I think it belonged to the dude that died. It's normal. It's alright. Well, let's actually make ourselves some longbows. I like a good longbow. They've got... How good is it? It doesn't say unless I fucking give the order. Unless I give the order. Let's have a look. The range is 24. Crossbow range is 18. In actuality, a longbow had a much, much further range than the crossbow. A lot further. Sorry, my jaw just clicked. And it was a lot faster to fire. Well, loose arrows is the technical term, because there's no fire involved in crossbows. Crossbows take ages to fire. Loose. I suppose for a crossbow the technical term would be trigger. Going to need some wood pitch glue for this. Let's make 2. And let's make 2 longbows. I like a good English longbow. You were streaming yesterday and you got a cough from nowhere. I mean, maybe you just talk too much. It's been a while since you've streamed for a couple of hours. Maybe you just weren't used to it and you just fucked your voice. I get like that. I think the other day, like a week ago, I don't know why, but my voice started to go and I sounded really hoarse. Yeah, Bonks is a meme queen. Sorry guys. Ah, corpse burner. Lovely. Let's burn some apparel. So... do it forever. And anytime something is... oops, is the wrong way. Yeah. If anytime anything is below 55% hit points... and... yeah, just in general, is below 50%. It will get burned, hopefully. This is the order. But as I say, sometimes it doesn't work and people don't fulfill the order. Which sucks. Also, we want to burn anything that's really shit. So, if it's awful or shoddy and any sort of state, it will get burned. Actually, let's just make it awful. At the moment. We've got low standards at the moment. You have a job where you have to talk for 9 hours. Okay, fine, I'll take it back. Yeah, nay, I'm a little horse. Yep. And she's in the middle of a frozen northern Eastern Europe. I didn't want to say specifically where, just in case, Bonks. I didn't want to dox you. It's cold outside, she's got a fucked throat, and she has to talk at work during a night shift. I couldn't do it. But then I couldn't really do anything that was customer service, because I'm an asshole. And people are idiots, and I can't help but tell them that. Spring has begun! Spring has sprung its step all across our faces. Now we can grow things. Yes. I want to rearrange these growing zones slightly. And so I will. Speed up the time so we can get to day and people can start doing things more. Oops. Oops. Ah, fuck it, doesn't matter. Something's just broken down. Kind of fiddly doing this. Did I just hear a puppy? The hell was that bark? Is there a lost little puppy out here or something? The hell did I just hear? "7 degrees outside." Ouch. Got under 40 and a half a hand. Well, last I checked I wasn't under 14, I gotta say. I go back to sowing me fields. How do I want to do this? I think I do want to cut off this bypass. I don't want people to be able to slip through here without having to go through the fields. I want to cut that off completely with walling. That way it's preventative and people can't just sort of slip through. They have to go around, and that way we can shoot them. It's all about funneling. Funneling your enemies. Yeah, you know, you gotta work, people got lives. That's how it goes, you know? I've got to do studio time and work on a game that no one's ever gonna play. Part of my uni course. Some people gotta work, some people gotta study. How it goes. Right, let's pause it real quick so I can change the orders because we don't want potatoes. Potatoes are the spawn of the devil. Corn's good. Get a lot of it. Heel root, cotton. Actually, these ones have got the fertile land, don't they? So let's change this up. Because at the moment, food is more important. Strangely enough. So we'll get the... Actually, heel root is also very important. So heel root there. Strawberries there. Cotton here. We want rice. More rice? No, we don't want more rice. What do we... What's the other thing we need? I suppose we can start growing hops at some point so we can make beer. Beer's always good, isn't it? Oh, we need psychoid. Yeah. If we want to start making proper medicine, we're going to need psychoid. Alright, that should be good. And then at some point, we'll probably expand it further that way as well. Last time you were sick was basically a year ago then. Oh, damn. That's probably when I last got sick as well, to be honest. Usually about this time in January or something, I usually get struck by something. Whether it's like a spate of colds or... I think last year I had that thing I mentioned a couple of times on Twitter where there was a bug. I was back with my family like just after Christmas, and I remember there was this bug going around. I think my youngest sister got it first. And it basically resulted in lots of, well, depending on who got it, and we all got it, in some cases it was coming out of both ends. Fortunately for me, it was only coming out of one end. I was vomiting profusely when I got it. I think in total, I vomited about 16 times in a day. And the previous night, we'd very stupidly ordered fish and chips because no one wanted to cook. So every single time I fucking vomited, it tasted of fish and chips. And now I can't look at fish and chips anymore. I can't look at it, I can't smell it, and I certainly can't eat it. Otherwise I just feel ill. And I think the year before that I had the flu, like really bad. An ascended vegan. The fuck is an ascended vegan? Is that a vegan whose blood sugar is not just 0? Uh-oh, there's a cougar. Guys, hide your pretty boys, there's a cougar. Look, they're not burning this fucking apparel. Oh, James is doing it. He's doing it, boys! He's burning the apparel. Shit, that's great. I might still delete weaponry that are just sort of lying around, because otherwise they're just getting away. Might need some more wood in a moment. Oh look! Blue's been trained and is actually hauling wood. Look at Blue go! He's just hauling some wood and sticking it in the stockpile. Good boy. What a good doggy. Whoa, that was loud. Yeah, I certainly heard that. Ooh. Wow, okay, uranium, sure, why not? We need more components soon. No, we got 13 of it, we're alright for the moment. It's not too cold at the moment outside. What's Krazia wearing? Oh yeah, he needed a shirt, didn't he? Did someone nick his fucking shirt? I think someone stole his bloody shirt. What an asshole. We might need an armory at some point where we can stick clothing and such. I might put it here. And then move the prison elsewhere. This was only meant to be a temporary prison anyway. Well, I mean, I don't mean to correct your mother, but she's wrong about rice. Rice has got a lot of nutrients that are necessary for your body to function. Not to mention the fact that it's a carbohydrate, which is good as a slow burner to give you energy throughout the day. And case in point, look at all of basically East Asia. It's the supplementary part of their diet for everything. On the subject of that, I will say, don't eat quinoa. Anyone who eats quinoa, stop it immediately. Because since it became popular in Western markets, it's boosted the price of it in countries where it originated. And for a lot of people in those countries, it originates in countries that are quite, well, developing countries that aren't quite wealthy. And the people who relied on the stuff can no longer afford it, because we, seeing this new fancy product and thinking, ooh, it's got to be good for us, are buying it and charging more for it. So the price goes up, and these poor bastards in other parts of the world that relied on it can no longer afford it, and now they're now starving. Long story short, don't buy and don't eat quinoa. Had quinoa, and it's not very nice either. There are plenty of other grains out there that are much better to get. Just waiting for this elk to come stalking over who's apparently gone mad. Oh yeah, we need to replace this door that the bears broke. Bloody bears. Are these longbows being done? What's Alice doing? Oh, she's making the halberd. Can anyone make this? Oh, the wood pitch glue's been made. Well, that's something. Getting closer. Slowly. No, fucking rice cakes are awful. I hate rice cakes. Alright guys, places. I'm sorry I might have missed it in the chat, but does anyone want to be Gerber? This guy. The 27-year-old strapping man who's quite talented and good with a sword. Come on. There we go. Right. Melee it to death. At ease, Tony. He's dead. Nice. No, don't consume the elk corpse. Blue's just in our freezer eating the fish. Our frozen fish. Maybe they're not burning these because they're currently forbidden, which means they can't interact with it. But the problem is if I make them unforbidden and allowed, they might try and wear them. I'm gonna watch this. Dry, unflavored, steel-cut oats out of a container. Man, that's fucking hardcore, dude. Oh, halberd's done. Is it any good? It is. It is literally good. Sweet. Right. Gerber's getting a halberd. I don't think it's any good with a shot, though. No, he's not. Krazia still needs a shirt. Is anyone else any good at crafting, or is it just Alice? Krazia could have made it himself, lazy fuckhead. Pearl barley's good. Well, you see, the other thing is bonks, is that some people aren't into food as much. Some people, food is just fuel and they don't care. To them I say, you have my pity. Because I love good food. I love really good, interesting food. And I love experimenting. It's why I cook so many different things. I can cook Indian cuisine, I can cook Mexican, I can cook Moroccan, I can cook Persian, Greek, Italian, Chinese. You name it, I can do it. I will also eat it as well. I'm always up for trying new things. But for some people, they don't care. It doesn't interest them at all. And that's fair enough, but all the same, I feel they're missing out. Man, my sister, her best friend, right? Her best friend was vegan. But the problem was, she was also allergic to nuts and cheese. So, also she didn't like vegetables. She hated vegetables, she was allergic to nuts, and also dairy-based products, which she wouldn't technically be allowed anyway. But the long and the short of this meant was, because she decided she was a vegan, all she would eat was chips and broccoli, and that was it. And I was like, you're at this point just killing your body. Okay, fuck's sake, Kathy, take that fucking hat off and burn it. Jesus. This is what I mean, they're not burning them. I used to like porridge. I can't eat it anymore. My stomach just hates it. And hates me as well. I think we need to improve these bedrooms. Apparently some of these beds are awful. What can we give people to spice up their bedrooms? Should we give them a table? Like a table and chair? Maybe a... No, we can't really give them a dresser because they've already got a bedside cabinet. And the two tend to conflict with each other. They don't like each other. I don't know why. Table and chair? That might be an idea. I might wait though on that. Oh, it's raining outside. I can hear the pitter-patter. You cannot dead things, otherwise you'll be dead too. I don't mean to break it to you, Bonks, but everyone dies, alright? Whether you eat dead things or not. And technically, nuts are dead too. You cut a plant up and it's dead. You pull it up by the roots, it's dead, okay? Anything that enters your mouth at some state during the digestion process dies. I don't, again, want to call your mother out, but there it is. Make of that what you will. I know you're not... I notice also you're not stating what you believe, what your take is on this, but there we go. Oh no, I wouldn't really touch ramen myself either. You know, quick noodles. Blech. But that's just because I've got standards, you know. I've got a few of them, but I do have them. Here's the thing that'll probably make our skin crawl. Every single one of us is comprised of more bacteria than cells that actually belong to our body. You've even got bacteria, little tiny bacteria on your eyelashes. And that's not there because you've eaten dead things. That's just normal. If you took the bacteria away, you'd die. And some of it's bad. In fact, some of it near the lower intestine is very bad. Which is one reason why you shouldn't shave down there too much. Because if you nick yourself, there are seriously bad bacteria that can give you all kinds of awful infections. So, word of advice from me. By all means, have a bit of a trim. But don't shave to the skin, because you don't want to run the risk of getting a seriously nasty infection. You get blood poisoning and septicemia and all sorts of horrible things. Because the lower intestine oozes out these bacteria through the skin lining. Weird ass juices. I mean... I gotta say, I've not really been offered ass juice before. It's just not my thing, you know? It's just not my kink. You know, I can respect you if that's what you like. You want to tell this to your mother? Yeah, there's a point at which people just stop listening. There's a turning point in people's lives where they're no longer interested in anything outside of what they've already accepted. They've built up their understanding of the world and what their beliefs are and their perceptions on what is right and what is wrong in the general sense. And they're so far into their life that they don't think that they can reprimand this, that they can change these things without losing a sense of their integrity. I mean, my own mother, she's a very sensible woman. She can be a little bit batty, as all mothers can. And I like to think she's quite a reasonable being. She's quite logical. She, you know, she graduated from university, did biology and such. But for some reason, I cannot fathom why, but she, to an extent, believes in homeopathy. People just have areas where insanity just reigns. Just areas where logic flees, and no matter what you tell them, they won't believe otherwise. What? Does she? I don't even know if you're being serious. Does she actually? Has anyone explained to her that the concept of a spherical Earth with the sun being the center of it is a theory that was put forward about 2,000 years ago by the Greeks first? In fact, the Greeks worked out that the Earth was round about 300 or 400 BC by sticking a stick in the Earth and measuring the shadows. If they could work it out then, don't you think if we knew otherwise now that it would be widespread common knowledge? I mean, don't question the Greeks, guys. Jesus, well, I don't know what to tell you, Bonks, other than you have my deepest and most sincere sympathies. If that were my mother, I could not hesitate but just make verbal mincemeat out of her. That's partially because I'm very argumentative. I can't help it. It's gotten me in trouble before in the past. If I see someone doing something fucking stupid or retarded, I have to speak up no matter who it is. Look at this fucking toque. People are just leaving these toques on the floor. Oh, we're getting raided. Have a quick swig. But it comes back to what I was saying as well. People will choose to believe what most aligns with the things that they've already acknowledged. People get very picky over information. Because it's a simple fact that it is difficult. No matter how practiced you are, it is difficult to admit you're wrong sometimes. And when you're the minority, it's even more so. Oh, these people aren't attacking yet. Never mind, everyone. At ease. Where's my button not working? My button! They're just sort of wandering around at the moment. Like, did she just watch Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End and just take it a little bit too literally? Did she not understand it wasn't a documentary? Because that might have been the problem. That might have been the problem. I mean, it was a really convincing film, I love it. But it's just fiction, man. By the way, I've been fiddling with the compression and noise gates on my audio. Just let me know if... I mean, there's been no complaints so far, so I'm going to assume that I sound fine, but what I wanted to do was level out the playing field on the more extreme ends of my audio spectrum. What that means in non-stupid terms is when I'm quiet, I want it to sound louder, and when I'm being very loud, I want it to be a little quieter, so that they equalize out and I don't sometimes sound very quiet. And other times I'm just shouting at the top of my voice. she was listening to some Russian... Don't listen to Russians, okay? Particularly Russian scientists. It's all the antifreeze in their blood, they're mad. I'm joking, of course. They're great people. Most of them. Alright. Now we're getting attacked. I'm not entirely sure which direction they're going to hit. If they're going to come straight down here, or if they're going to go down here. Which is why I've set up these defences, to funnel. But they're not perfect. I love this music. Quite tense, isn't it? Let's see, what are they doing? That guy's clubbing my marble wall, apparently. This one wants to hit my power conduit, this one's attacking a battery. I might send James out just to sort of provoke them if they decide to go too far. Alright, that's one down. Gerber's gonna flank. Here he comes with the halberd. Right in the back. That's why I've got these struts here, so they can't see him coming. Nice. That's a wrap. Let's see, what you doing? What are you talking about in the chat now? Have I ever had slow gin and ginger ale before? No, but I've had slow gin before, and I've actually had... I've made a hot buttered mulled slow gin before as well, which was very, very nice. But I've not had it with ginger ale. Your mother's... She's special, isn't she? She's a special case. She means well. Right, let's see who we got here. My god, this guy's nose was destroyed. Is anyone worth keeping? Ooh. Another crafter would be good. She's pretty good at melee. Did we get anyone else? How good's Toner? Toner is pretty good at shooting and melee. And could learn to be an intellectual as well. I don't know, should we get Toner or Luisa? Luisa does have anxiety, which is severe. Gerbo, go fucking blitz Toner. Wow. I mean, that's a bit extreme. I don't really want... I mean, she's good at crafting, but... I mean, Krazia could learn to do crafting as well. I just need someone to sort of replace Valerie. As crass as it may seem. So instead we're going to go after Toner. Come here, you fuck. Come here. Oh. Just don't kill her. Sorry. Don't kill him. We need him alive. Yeah. Alright. Tony, you're ours. James, no short bows. What have I said? We do not want composite bows. We don't want peelers. We don't want short bows. What else do we want? We don't want clubs, nor equas, nor knives. This is just to stop people putting trash in my stockpile. Shivs, definitely not. No rusty war knives. Where's the primitive spear? Can't see it. Oh well, I'll do for now. There we go. Easy. You can't just go assigning roles, Tony. And you're not the mayor. That's up to Catherine to decide, if anything. I'm just not sure who Catherine is. Also, Alice is already in the colony. You want to be Toner, child? Alright. I'll make a note. I don't need to be a 27-year-old man. Yeah, Alpha doesn't want to be Gerber, it's fine. Alright, easy. And Kathy's already on it, tending to Toner. She's so good at this, isn't she? Got 11 medicine. Jesus. Winter could not have come at a better time. Oh, growing season's the 11th of September. We're on the 2nd. So in a couple of days we'll be able to grow stuff. Might need to expand this now because I can't grow all the time, so I have to grow all I can. Not that we're just loitering around where the dead bodies are rotting. Yeah, I know, they do that. I will say that this lighter water is shallow moving water, that's fine. This is deep moving water, they can't actually go across this. But I don't know why, but they tend to ignore the bridge sometimes, it's annoying. It's because it's a mod. Okay. Toner is sleeping less than easy. He's got a shattered rib, but he'll be fine. Oh, I guess it's dinner time for everyone. Aw, Kathy's feeding Gerber. What a name. It really sucks that Krazia and Kathy first of all got into a relationship and then secondly broke up. Now kind of hate each other. think we need some more armor. Make some helmets or something. Ooh, gloves would be good. Make some scaled gloves. James is apparently wearing tattered apparel. What does he put on this time? He put on the fucking gloves. What a prick. Alice also put on the gloves. Prick. See, this is why I get annoyed. Also, she doesn't wake up because she's a heavy sleeper. God, that's annoying. Never mind though. Just doing a bit of cleaning, getting rid of some of this crap that we don't need. Like that. Moses or Jesus lizard? What? Jesus lizard? I've told you, Alpha, animating's hard work. It really is. I'm not surprised. Right, I'm going to... Let me just check my messages. Someone's messaging me. Oh, it was Bonks. Bonks was messaging me. This is how bad I am at responding to my Discord. I've literally just seen your message on the Discord now, Bonks. Anyway, I'm going to go take a quick break. We'll break for about 5 or 10 minutes. Go get yourself something to drink, something to eat. I personally need to get myself something to nibble on because I'm getting a bit hungry. And we'll resume in about 10 minutes, alright? Alright, cool. How the fuck do I do this again? I always forget the fucking keys. There we go. Right, I'm back. Sorry that took me a little longer than usual. I'm afraid stocks are running low, and the only thing I had was pizza, which I threw in the oven. I need to do some more shopping at some point, which I will do, but not now, obviously. Right, what have you little cherubs been talking about in the chat? Must I get the game up again? Doesn't ever want to switch. Hold on. Yeah, here we go. Nothing, you say? Why does that make me suspicious? Yeah, it's true. When you're younger, you do sleep for more, and you sleep for a lot more when you're a teenager because your body's growing more. And so it needs more time to rejuvenate and do all the necessary things that are necessary for growing. Necessary. Oh shit, they had pigs! We could have bred pigs! They're just about to leave. Let's see if we can catch them. You tend to sleep less as you get older. But I gotta say, I sleep a really long time. I still do. If left without an alarm to go off, I would sleep... I could sleep up to about 12 hours, sometimes more. I'm a really long sleeper. I don't know if we're going to be able to catch him. Poor old Catherine. She's running through the running through the snow in her heels and her stockings, and Harry's just bull rushing ahead. No, we didn't make it. Sorry, Kathy. Back you go. Can you imagine wearing heels in the snow? Holy shit, that'd be hard. No piggoos for us. Sorry. We could have bred them and had delicious bacon, but it is not to be. What I really wanted was chickens, though. Chickens are great. I can survive for about 4 hours. I can survive on 4 hours of sleep for about 3 or 4 days in a row. But after a while, I need to make good on the sleep time I've lost, and I will just sleep for like 14 hours or something just to catch up on what I've missed. You don't like pork? Pork's good. I like pork. I like meat in general. The thing that I don't get is why people obsess over chicken. Chicken's alright, but you gotta do things with it. Like a roast chicken, I don't actually like. I find it's very dull. But the things that Indians do with chicken, curried types of chicken, oh great, now we've got the fucking flu. Right. Everyone to bed. Shit, we've only got 9 medicine. Oh no! We've only got 9 medicine. And we've got 4 people with disease. Shit. This is gonna be tough. Gerber, Alice, Krazia. Go rest. Alice, go rest. I don't rely on caffeine. I like my tea, I drink tea, and occasionally, once in a while, I'll have a Coke. But I can't drink coffee. Can't drink coffee. It gives me a headache, and I hate the taste. You've had horse meat? I want to try horse meat. I've probably eaten a bit of it. without realizing, but not intentionally. Yeah, tea's my shit, man. It's my jam. And I don't just drink normal tea, like blended black. I drink all sorts of tea. Except I don't drink green tea, and I don't go anywhere near fruit tea. Fruit tea is saccharine, horribly sweet and artificial. Like vaping. Don't like vaping. Blech. Nasty, common pursuit of the common folk. Creates horrible, steamy clouds that smell awful and artificial, and then one does not like it. Good old Kathy, she's tending to people. She's not actually got medicine on her, I just want to point out. For some reason she's decided to not take the medicine. I've not had white tea, I've got to say. I've had a lot of teas, but I haven't had white tea. Now, what were you talking about before? Names, huh? It's a touchy subject for some people. And it's strange because the newer generations care less about privacy. I tend to care very much for my privacy. But since my first online pseudonym involved my first name anyway, I don't see a problem with that being the case persisting forwards. You guys can call me by my real name, or you can call me by my pseudonym, Sai. I don't mind, either way. Call me what you like. Sai, Isaac, Shitface, that posh prick, Milady. Whatever, I don't mind. I think most people, like the general consensus is most people call me Sai, though. And it's weird, it came about, my pseudonym came about because on one of my many breaks from RuneScape in I think 2011, I went and played a different MMO for over a year, almost 2 years. And for that duration, I went by a different name, which oddly enough began with Sai. And I collected a new sort of friend circle, and that friend circle referred to me and knew me as Sai. And that transferred over to Guild Wars 2 as well. So I basically have two friend groups, two friend cliques that rarely mix. In fact, I don't think one group are aware of the other. It's very odd that. But I don't believe that many of them have met. Obviously, James, Seto, Matt, you're all part of the original group. You know, from RuneScape, the OG, and you know me by my real name a lot of the time. But I don't think you know the other group, and it's strange that, isn't it? Okay, everyone's been tended to. We're not actually out of medicine just yet. I think I mentioned that when... Did I mention the fact that I went to London? For a couple of days? Yeah, I mean, if I was telling this story in chat, I'd be spamming it too, but fortunately, I'm the one who's streaming and I can use voice chat, so I can tell it. Hey, Bongs, do you want to get in Discord and perhaps you can tell your story and be on stream? Do you want to do that? Would you be alright with that? I don't mind. I think I've got my audio set up to allow it. Yeah. That'd be alright if you want to give us a story time. And join me for a dual commentary. But yeah, when I went to London, yeah, you good for that? Just let me know when you've jumped in the We'll go in the filming channel. I'll just be sitting in there for the moment. Join me at your leisure. But so yes, when I went to London to meet with this friend for a couple of days who had flown over from New York.
First, however, just tell me the story about you going to London.
Oh, hey, everyone, Bonks is here.
Hey.
I think they should be able to hear you. I'm sure they'll let us know in a moment. But yeah, I went to London because I live quite far away from the capital city, London, obviously. And my friend was doing a tour of the main capitals in Europe, throughout Europe. And he started in Dublin and then he went to London. And we decided, since we'd known each other for a while, that we'd meet up in London and spend a couple of days together. And he was flying over from New York. So we met up in London and it was pretty cool. I spent a lot of time doing stuff, looking at museums and eating at nice restaurants and just meeting some interesting people. Like the place we were staying at is actually a friend of my mother's, and she tends to put people up. And she had one of her tenants was from, what was it? It wasn't Cambodia. What the fuck is the place called? Ethiopia. That's it. She was from Ethiopia, and she showed us a traditional Ethiopian restaurant where they served injera, which is very interesting cultural food stuff. I actually took a picture of it. I might be able to share it on my Twitter at some point. Not now though. It was very interesting. Anyway, he's part of the second group, and it was strange because we met in reality, and it was the first time we'd met at all, ever. Right? We just communicated like you and I over voice, yeah. And when we met, he said, "I feel weird calling you by your pseudonym in reality," and it's like, I don't mind what you call me. I couldn't. My problem is the first name I learn of someone, like the first name that they refer to themselves as, one that I learn, that's the name that always sticks with me. I can't then switch to another one. So I knew his first name. I'm not going to say it, but for some reason I could not help but refer to him as his pseudonym in reality. And it was strange because this woman we were spending time with as well, who was from Ethiopia, she found it very perplexing because she's from the real world. She's not a nerd like us who talks to people over the internet. So she found it fascinating that we'd never spoken to before at all. And she remarked that for people who had only just met each other, it was funny how we seemed so at ease with one another. It was almost like we had been friends for years.
I see nothing wrong with that.
No, yeah. She just found it odd, that's all. Because, like I say, she's not like you or I, who spend time on the internet doing nerdy things and talking to people on the internet. So
also, did I just see a goat or antelope on your screen and it just passed right through everything? And to me, in my head, I'm just like thinking, like, is it gonna eat the crops?
Are you talking about this guy? This is Nybex. He'll show up on the stream in about 10 seconds.
Oh god. Yeah, the delay. It had horns. It was like sandy color or something like that. So yeah, it might be that thing. I'm not sure. I think that's it. Yeah. Yeah. That's the one.
Yeah, they do that. You know, they'll just do whatever. It's strange because like you can pass through trees, but it adds like a minus to their movement speed to sort of account for the fact that there's an object in the way. But yeah, that's the two. He's part of the second group that refer to me as my pseudonym. But as I say, you guys, the two groups have not met before. The picture, I might have shared it on Twitter. If you can dig it up, retweet it. So, what's your story, Bonks?
Oh boy, I think it begins back in 2011 even. Well then, so there was this thing where I had like my old username. It was Ame Dragon. And it was
Army
super
Dragon.
old. Yeah, and it was, I think, made in 2008. But later on, I just found out about Team Fortress 2. I think you actually know this story.
Do I?
Do you not?
I don't think
I'm
so.
not sure. Okay,
'Cause-
but I found out about
Oh
Team
shit, I've
Fortress
got
2,
a
and
tornado.
I was like super interested into the game. But the thing is, I did not have a computer that can actually run the game. So I was just
Wow.
all out and about the game, the story, the fandom, the fan art, and the videos and the Gmod videos about Team Fortress 2. And it was just like so ridiculous and so hilarious. And I decided to cosplay. And by that time, it was already like 2011, I think, spring or summer. I'm not sure which
So
one.
just to clarify, you were quite obsessive about the game, but you couldn't
Yes.
actually play it.
Nope.
That's a little bizarre.
Yes, and I think by that time, when I did cosplay, a little bit earlier before the cosplay, I already changed my username on DeviantArt as the Bonker, which was, I guess, the beginning of it.
Why did you go with Bonker then?
Because I was cosplaying Scout from Team Fortress 2, and when he kind of like just hits someone on the head, he just goes like bonk.
Okay.
That's the origins, pretty much. But at the same time, like, no one actually called me like that. Everyone called me Bonkers as the start of it, because I also got a dog tag for myself, and I engraved the name Bonkers on it.
Yourself.
And that's how everyone.
Wow.
I pretty much just set the my own nickname up for myself. Yeah.
Yeah, you invented it yourself. That was how Bonks
Yes,
was invented.
there was like, I think I still have it, maybe somewhere, and it says Bonkers on one side and my birthday on the other side.
I didn't realize that
It's like
you'd
a
actually.
real thing.
I didn't realize you'd actually cosplayed before. I thought your Diva cosplay was the first time you'd done it.
No, I cosplayed as a scout from Team Fortress 2. I had the bat, the blue shirt. I was on blue team. My friend from the internet, hello, because that's how I meet my friends. Lol. She cosplayed as a pyro. So since she kind of doesn't want to show her face anywhere, she was a pyro, and she had her face always with the gas mask on. And that's how we cosplayed together, and we kind of became even closer friends after that. So yeah, our friendship goes back from 2011, I guess. Wow,
So,
7 years.
Did you know her beforehand? Like, was she a friend in reality or a friend online?
Briefly, only from online.
Okay.
And
So
we
it's
were
kinda
fine
similar.
about it.
Don't mean to interrupt the story, but we currently have a
It's-
tornado.
Shit. How
Just
much
needs-
damage does it do?
Well, it depends if it gets near any of my structures, but it can.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I've never seen it go over someone. I don't know if it abducts them or kills them or just damages them, but it does uproot trees and destroy.
Go send your
buildings and
dog
stuff.
there.
Just send my dog. I actually can't command the dog,
Oh shit.
which is probably a good thing. Look, that body just got destroyed. Body of the random dude who just got eaten by the bears. Oh, it dissipated.
Yeah, what do you
It's
do
gone.
with the dead people in the
What do I do with them?
the left side? There is a corner full with dead people, and I'm like, what are you doing?
It's
What
just
is this
for
collection of fine dead people?
they're my trophies. You know, these are people I've killed.
God.
It's
What have you done?
it's just like a stockpile where because I don't want bodies lying around randomly,
Oh
so I
my
designate a spot
God.
for them to just sit and rot, and they'll disappear after enough time.
Oh, okay,
Have you heard
fair
of
enough.
have you heard of these things called Towers of Silence?
No.
Okay. It's part of Zoroastrianism, which was an ancient religion, quite a nice one actually, in the middle of Mesopotamia, which is in the Middle East, long time ago. And they had these structures called Towers of Silence, and as part of their religion, what they would do is whenever a family member was deceased, whenever they died, they'd bring the body to the towers, and these towers were these great stone edifices, and you have to imagine that the Middle East, it's a very dry and humid. Well, it's a very dry and hot climate, right? And they'd bring the bodies to these towers, and they'd just lie them out. And the towers were constructed out of stone, and they'd be open to the elements. There wouldn't be walls or anything. And the idea
Oh
is
god,
that
that's gross.
no, here's the thing. The dry air combined with the heat and the fact that animals could get in meant that it was actually quite a clean way for bodies to be disposed of, because it would desiccate in the heat. There wouldn't be they wouldn't bloat or anything. It's not like in countries like ours where it's quite humid and cold and things rot. There was no time for it to rot. It was dry. So they'd leave them up there and they would dessicate and
It's
they'd be eaten.
human beef jerky, yeah?
Yeah, pretty much. And
Oh
all that'd
god,
be left over
that's how
was...
the zombie meat in Minecraft becomes it. A reality.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh god.
But they just basically, after a while, become desiccated, white, bleached bones. And honestly, as far as it goes, it was pretty healthy. But anyway, that's what I've taken inspiration from. I just put the bodies out to dry.
Well, I'm just glad they're all in one place rather than just
right?
scattered around.
I mean, I could burn them on the corpse bonfire, but that'd probably create a horrible smell. Apparently we've
Does
got
it affect the
starvation.
game? If you
Does
burn the corpses?
No, but items.
You would like to think so.
Items yeah. I like to think so. But also, items instructions have an appeal basis to them. So nice looking things make people happier, and terrible looking things make them more depressed. And I think the corpse bonfire looks pretty crappy, so that's why I've stuck it out of the way in a cave somewhere.
Oh, okay.
I need to feed James. James is starving. 'Cause he's bedbound.
For how long already?
Hmm?
For how long already?
Has he been bedbound?
Yeah.
About a day now, because 4 people have just gotten ill from the flu. Do you play this? I don't know if you play this.
No, I did not.
Okay.
It's just interesting whenever you play, but I'm not sure if I would be able to play it on my own, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So I'm one of those people who enjoy watching it.
Well, it's a good thing that those people do exist, otherwise I wouldn't be able to do this.
Yeah, true.
I'm reliant on there being some people who enjoy watching these sorts of things. Because I used to watch Let's Plays of Rimworld for a bit. One of the people I myself watch. They I don't think they ever streamed it, but they did do it on YouTube for a bit, and that got me interested. And it looks complicated, but I will say it looks more complicated than it actually is. Like, the most complicated aspect of it is the work orders and zoning. Like setting zones for where people can go and where certain things are done and certain things are not done. Once you learn that, it's pretty easy, really. My back's hurting. But yeah, I'm just doing a pretty chill playthrough. Need to set up these food farms again. I was fiddling with them when you were talking.
You were deleting them again.
Yeah. Yeah, I get
You
very
always leave
particular.
that one gap in between. Is that meant for non-edible stuff?
In the gap in between, I'll be honest, I'm intending there to be a pathway at some point.
Oh, okay, that's why.
Yeah.
When I
make it
usually
pretty.
make farms or something in any kind of game, I just usually have like, oh, this is edible stuff,
Like
and the other stuff is
Minecraft?
gonna be... that's it, yeah. This is the edible stuff place, whatever. And the other one is gonna be like for non-edible stuff, like for crafting or something else that I need to do.
Yeah, unfortunately, you can't really do that in this game because there are different fertilities on soil. There's normal soil, which has 100% fertility, but then there's rich soil, which has 150%. And I need to prioritize which ones go there. Like, heal root's pretty important. That's medicine. Strawberries are pretty important as well, because those are necessary to make medicine as well. I know it sounds weird. Just wondering what I should get double of. we got enough food. Don't want potatoes. I don't like potatoes. I don't know if you know.
I heard that. Spawn
Yeah.
of the devil or something.
Yeah, something along those lines. I don't get why people. It's a bit like chicken. I don't know why people obsess over them.
For me, I am okay with potatoes, but it's a running joke about my country that Latvians are obsessed with potatoes and it's a potato country or something like that. So I'm just like, I'm gonna avoid that. I'm not a fan of potatoes anyway.
I just realised because I set Catherine to prioritise feeding James, what that means is that she will do that and nothing else. But
Oh
because
my god.
But I look back and I just saw Catherine's basically been stuffing food in his mouth for the past 15 minutes. Poor James is probably bloated at this point. So I've got her cooking meals instead.
He's a nice burrito covered in a blanket.
Yeah, he is. Look, you can just see his head. Just a little James burrito. So is it bonks or bonky?
It is bonks because it's been like that for years. I just made made the new username. It used to be Deceptibonk, but the new username is with the purpose that people usually only read the very first part, which led to people referring to me as Decepti, and I was like, what?
Decepti.
Who is Decepti? And I'm like,
it's not great,
what?
is it?
Oh god, this is annoying. I want a new username. This is really annoying. I don't like this.
Yeah, that's how my name started.
Well, actually, that's how I managed to separate people from who knows me and who doesn't. Because people who knew me, they call me bonks or bonkers. People who did not know me at all, they just call me, hey Decepti, hey Decepti. I'm like, oh god, okay, this is a new guy.
It's a newbie. Quick, head down, run away. But yeah, that's how it was with my name as well. When I made my pseudonym, which honestly isn't that old, it's like 2010. It wasn't just Psy. It wasn't just Psy, it was Psy with something on the end of it. But because people are lazy, people just called me Psy. First 3 letters.
Ah, well, there you go.
Yep. And I'm fine with that. Do you know what Psy means?
Not really, no.
Okay, it's ancient Greek, and it is the Greek term for, well, here's the thing. The Greeks believed that the mind and the soul were one thing, and Psy meant both. It's the ancient Greek word for mind and soul.
Oh.
It was the
Well,
Romans.
the more you know.
Yeah, exactly. It was the Romans that differentiated between the soul and the mind. Hence why you have animus, which is soul, and mens. Well, mens mentis, which is the brain or the mind in Latin. I don't know why I know this shit, I just do.
What the hell is going on there?
We got a trade caravan, which is great, because we're running low on medicine, so I'm hoping they're going to sell some.
They don't have pigs, though.
They don't have epics. No, probably not. I can't afford them at this point anyway. I could sell the person into slavery that we caught. I won't do that. Ooh, let's get some hay. It sounds strange, but hay is actually kind of useful.
Well, then there's also Psy, which is, oh god, I don't want to ruin this, actually.
Uh-huh. Oh shit, yes, they've got medicine. Whew. What have you been up to, Bonks?
Woke up and I realized that I'm sick.
Yeah.
So not so good. It's just hard to get any
Is it-
food past my throat, if that makes any sense.
No, yeah, I understand. Would you say it was a cold? Do you
What
think it's a
what
cold?
are those things called? I think those are called tonsils, but I might be wrong.
Oh, the things at the back of your throat.
Yeah, they're just like really painful right now.
Have you had tonsillitis?
I don't think so.
Well, you wouldn't know what I was going to say. If you did, I was going to ask whether it feels
I
like
think my
that.
brother did, but not me.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's one of the things that if you get tonsillitis, I think that there's a high percentage that the best course of action is just to remove the tonsils, which seems a little bit drastic if you ask me.
I think my brother had that because he had like some white stuff around it, and he was just
Yep.
like always coughing, and there was like, doctors gave him antibiotics or something. Oh god, it was just horrible to look at him doing all that stuff, like
Hawking and coughing.
yeah, but that too. But like he was always trying to remove the white stuff while he's looking
Ugh.
into the mirror, and I just see that, and I'm just like, no, standing there watching him doing it, and it's just like,
Just
no, it's kind of
wide-eyed.
interesting. It's kind of interesting, but it's disgusting. But it's one of those
It's
odd,
more-
satisfying things that you can't like.
Yeah.
It's
It's
weird.
what we
but you're
call a
interested.
morbid fascination.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. I guess like same thing is about those videos on YouTube popping pimples or something.
Oh god,
Like-
I couldn't watch those.
Like why? It's disgusting. It's absolutely gross, disgusting, but at the same time like
you
did
can't
see
look
it?
away.
It's like but I like this, but
Mm-hmm.
so weird. I don't know. I've been there I think a couple of times, but I
What,
just
popping
quickly...
spots?
No, just seeing those videos.
Alright, okay.
And I just kind of like look at a couple of them and just get bored afterwards and go back to listening to ghost stories or watching some other YouTubers or doing some stuff in games.
Oh, what are they called? Those, do you know what? Two words that I fucking hate next to each other. Fan theory. Fuck off with that shit, alright? Stop making stuff up, okay?
Wait, could you repeat that?
Fan theories. Fan theories drive me up the fucking wall. Like, why can't people enjoy the story as it is instead of going, but what if this was true? Just
Like the
shut up,
dude
man.
who has a channel, Game Theory. I kind of
I
just
can't
like
watch that. I
watch
can't watch
it.
that guy. I
I
can't
guess
watch it.
I'm one of those people who like to hear other people's opinions, and that's why I don't
You
mind.
see, it's not an opinion. It's speculation, and it's groundless
True.
speculation as well.
True.
Weird, very weird. We need to make some guns at some point.
Uzi.
An Uzi. Yeah, we've actually got an Uzi.
Oh god. P90, rush banana.
We actually do have an Uzi. I think Atomic Tony. Yeah, he's got a machine pistol. I think everyone's okay with their illness. The flu's passing. I've actually had someone die from the flu before on a previous playthrough.
Oh god. Okay, share me that medicine, I need some.
The medicine what?
Share me that medicine, I need some.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it's herbal medicine. I'll send it on its way.
Okay.
Did you literally just contract it yesterday?
I think so, because I was like, it felt like a dust particle was stuck in my throat, and I was just like always like, no, that's an uncomfortable feeling while I'm talking. And I was working at my job place, but later on, as I was coming back home, I was just like, no, it kind of feels like my throat is just itchy and it doesn't stop like the scratchy feeling or something, like something's there. So I just felt like, oh well, it's probably gonna be fine in the morning. Yeah, right. I just woke up and I have tonsils just hurting so badly, like I can't do anything about it.
Well, I suppose at the very least you can say you can empathise with what your brother experienced now.
Maybe. maybe not.
Not
I
not
feel
as
like
severe,
his
though.
case was, yeah, his case was a lot worse than what I have right now.
Hmm.
I'm just like really hoping that I'm gonna be back to health before my work starts, because I do not want to take days off. Fuck that.
No, you don't really, do you?
No.
Although in this weather,
Yeah, I hate this weather. I
uh,
hate the cold. I hate it. It's just, I don't know.
I fucking
I
hate the
have a
cold, yeah, man.
lot of my friends who actually like winter, and I'm just baffled because my
Yeah,
favorite
fuck that.
part is just spring or summer. I
Summer.
cannot stand winter or fall. It's no. Stop.
All about the summer.
I'll just look at the pictures, thank you.
Is there a way to plant medicinal medicine? It depends what you mean by that. Because if you mean it in a literal sense, heal root is the medicine. It makes herbal medicine. If you mean it in the what's the word? In the metaphorical sense, you can also, but I'm not doing that because that shit's rank.
You take pills, you place them in the ground. There you go, medicine.
Yeah, you plant a medicine bush. Easy. So what are your plans for tonight, Bonks?
Watching your stream. After that, I have no idea.
Well, that puts a lot of pressure on me, holy shit. Hey look, Bonks, it's -7 outside at the moment.
Is it? Hold
Yeah.
on, where's my phone? I know that he was. I know that the phone was dying earlier, so I just placed him to charge up. I guess it's 2 degrees outside, which makes me think, uh-oh, all the snow, all the blizzard that we got yesterday is gonna disappear in the morning.
Well, you
And
hope
it
so,
says that it's gonna be 4 or 5 degrees until Sunday. Uh-oh.
yeah. It certainly could be better, couldn't it?
Well, at least we got snow.
Did you
For the
actually get
first
snow?
time. No. We, no, like, right now, yes. But, we didn't get snow on November or December or on Christmas or New Year. And it was just snowless winter, so it
Do
felt
you
like...
usually get snow, though?
We used to. Then the global warming happens, and now it's just like, I don't know what's going on, because 10 years ago, this thing would not happen. We would get snow throughout the winter months, and we would get like -25 degrees. That was normal. That was normal. -25, -20, -18.
Kathy's doing
Heck,
it again.
even,
She's fucking feeding people raw meat.
Gosh. Heck,
The
even
thing is,
minus 30
it's frozen
degrees.
as well.
That's what I have experienced as well. -30 degrees in Latvia.
I couldn't
Cool.
deal with that. I'd freeze solid.
It
I hate the
was
cold
fun.
temperature.
I was little, and things were fine. We didn't have to go to school. That was cool. Now the lowest temperature that I can remember this year is -10, which is baffling to me. Like, what is going on?
-10 this year. Yeah. It didn't. In this country, it doesn't even drop below freezing in most parts of the country. It just gets miserable and wet and weepy and horrible. And bleh. Bleh. Like, honestly, if I could, I would just hibernate through the winter and just like put a memo out saying, "Wake me up when it's actually not miserable." Okay.
Wake me up when the winter ends.
Yep. Pills are seeds. Well, if you think about it, pills are seeds. You plant them in your body, and they grow health.
Lol. Oh my god. Okay.
Well, Kathy's now finally cooking instead of just feeding raw meat to people.
There you go.
Sounds like something a
Like,
psychopath would do, doesn't
right.
it?
Yes.
What
Is
sort
the
of
dog stealing the raw meat?
I mean, it needs to eat, you know? It does need to eat. I can actually prepare kibble for it, but, I just don't want to. Not yet. I've only got a husky, so it doesn't seem like it's, worth my time making kibble for just one dog. If I got more animals, I would.
Oh, that's why I don't use that word. I usually just say pet food, but now I just googled it and it was just like a grind or chop beans or grains, etc. coarsely, and then the known is a ground meal shaped into pellets, especially for pet food.
Yep, that's kibble.
I just usually say dry pet food or just pet food, which is
Yeah,
like
well,
that's it.
I don't have...
never have used kibble before.
Well, the thing is I've only ever had cats, so I just usually say cat food.
Oh well, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, never really had cause to say kibble.
Yeah, I think I have only heard of kibble in games. That's about it.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know
It's
why.
quite an American term, I think, as well.
Never have heard my American friends say that though.
I've heard a few. You gonna play some Dotes later?
Maybe. I'm thinking about it, or just continuing on
It's
Final
not good for your
Fantasy.
health, man. Oh god, that's even worse
But
for your
it's
health.
oh, but uh,
Got
but I've
cat
played
ladies in
Dota
it.
since I think 2014, 2013, something like that. 2014 probably, and it has 2,000 hours on it.
That's
So
not bad.
it's just like
That's not bad.
it's bad. My friends have 10,000.
I can still beat that.
I cannot.
Not in Dota, but I can beat that in another game. I mean, I'll put it this way. My game time in RuneScape is not measured in hours, but days.
Oh.
It's quite disgusting, really, but in a weird, perverse way, I'm kind of proud of it.
Now I'm curious how many hours, I mean, days, I guess, in Guild Wars I have. I'm just gonna open that one up. Because I only have played on EU server. Then I got my boyfriend to join EU as well, and then his friend joined EU, and then something happened and we just stopped playing, and I have no idea what's happened. Like, they're blaming it on me, but I have no idea what I did.
They're just not playing it.
We all stopped at the same time, kinda.
And apparently it's
So it
your
was
fault.
weird.
That's weird.
So, I don't know, it just happened.
So what happened?
That's the thing, I'm still trying to think about it. I blame other games.
Uh-huh. Right.
Because I think maybe we stopped because of GTA. I'm not sure. Maybe it came
dear.
out with an update, or the game actually got released. I don't know. Or some other game got released to the point where we were just like, oh yeah, let's jump on this one, and then we just forget about everything else. Or Blade and Soul got released. I'm not sure.
Oh god. Another Korean mess of an MMO.
But that's the thing, like, I'm not too keen on any MMOs that are from other places than English-speaking countries. I don't know, because Guild Wars is something I like. I like World of Warcraft, but that's about it.
Well, to be honest, those are the two main big ones anyway.
Terra is a huge one.
That's not
Final
made
Fantasy
in...
still is growing.
Those aren't in European though. Those aren't Western MMOs.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Western MMOs.
Yeah, I don't think I know
Ooh,
that many.
escape pod.
Daily chest. I forgot about that.
Yeah, dailies are a thing.
Daily chest. That's why I log in every day, or at least try to log in every day. Oh, it's
I can't be
3
bothered.
tomes of knowledge. Yes, don't mind if I do.
This guy's pretty good. We might keep this guy. Hiroshi Stevenson. He's 54 years old. He's a vat-grown soldier and a deep space miner. He has got a chemical interest, but I can deal with that.
Oh my lord, I can make a new character and just level it up to level 50.
Yeah.
Actually, scratch that. I can max level it because I've got the base experience scroll, which levels you to level 30 instantly.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have 50 tomes of knowledge.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Pretty useful.
I've
think
been
I've got
logging
about-
in quite a lot.
I think I've got about 6,000 hours in Guild Wars 2.
Let's see. Age, was it?
Yeah, /age.
Yep.
Here's the thing, do we want Tony or do we want this
I don't
new
have
guy?
that many hours though. 728.
728 hours.
Yeah.
That's not, well, it's alright. It's not like this is a qualifiable thing that, you need a certain amount of hours for it to be a good thing. It
I
just
do
is.
remember when Guild Wars, think they announced a free-to-play like week or something, just to try out, and then they
Oh, yeah,
had
yeah.
like an option, like, oh yeah, you can play and try out the game, and it was still you had to buy the game. And we had bots. I don't know why, but I saw bots in this game, and I was like, "What the hell is going on? Seriously." But now I have not seen one yet. In like
Well, it's because
a
the
year
base
or
game
two.
is free to play now.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Library. No.
I think I might start building the, what is this
Let's
again?
see. The games that I own on Steam, and oh, I played Guild Wars more than Counter-Strike.
Huh! That's something.
Counter-Strike is 608 hours. Guild Wars is like 728, was it? Yeah, 728.
Never played Counter-Strike. I'm not too interested in shooters.
Everyone on their own?
To each their own.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, but Dota has 2,777 hours, Final Fantasy 222. Then there's GTA with 177.
Mm-hmm.
And Borderlands 106. Team Fortress 90 hours. How?
That's it, just 90 hours.
Yeah,
You liked it
because
enough to
I got the
cosplay.
game. No, I got the game super late to the point where it was just it started to die, and then it got released free to play, and I was like, "Oh, this is cool," and we started to play. But then other games came along as well, because in that time, when Team Fortress like kinda died in the popularity, there was like a booming time of other awesome games, and it's just like, I don't know, it kind of died.
Well, that's the way it goes, isn't it?
Well, recently they have been trying to get professional teams playing Team Fortress 2 and have tournaments.
It's too
But I'm
late.
not
They
sure
missed
how
that
it's
boat.
yeah, like I'm not sure how it's gonna go. I think it's a dead game pretty much.
You're right, Alpha. Cats do require less time. That's why I like them as well. They've got a streak of the independence to them.
Then I have Ark on 88 hours, Payday 83 hours,
You
Elder
looking-
Scrolls Online 68 hours.
Oh, Elder Scrolls fucking put me to sleep. That game was so boring.
Oh, now I'm curious, what was my level? It was fine. Kind of want to continue it, but I think Guild Wars have spoiled me with everything.
Mm.
In everything, about everything in everything, because I go and jump into a MMO, and I just expect it to be easy and quite easy to understand, and it's not. I got into Final Fantasy and I had to Google how to open up crafting. I have the tools, I have everything, and I just cannot craft, and I'm just like pressing all the buttons, and it's just like
Yeah,
nothing happening.
that's because the Final Fantasy MMO, it's not innovated on anything. It's still running with archaic ideas of what the MMO should be based off of what WoW has established. There have been so many, like WoW has established so many tropes and trends about MMOs that no one tries to think outside the box, and as a result, they tend to fail half the time. Like Arcade. Arcade had so much promise, but they fucked it up. They fucked it up because they were trying to do something that WoW did in 2003. And the problem is you can't do that anymore. You know, things move forward and people want better.
Oh
It
man,
worked for WoW then,
Arcade.
but it won't work for them again, which is why, oddly enough, WoW don't do that sort of stuff anymore. They've changed. Which is one of the reasons why I like Guild Wars 2. As you say, it is intuitive and easy to learn. Apart from the crafting. The crafting is a little bit convoluted, I've got to say. But other than that,
I already got the
they
max level
innovate.
for chef.
Yeah, but
For
have you,
being a
ever
chef.
have you actually tried making ascended armor yet?
No.
It's
I'm not.
it's something it suffers from something that we call in the trade false difficulty, which is where you have to do several stages of something in order to do the thing you want to do. So like if you want to make a breastplate, you got to make the ore, to make the ingot, to make the padded jerkin, to make the front of the breastplate, to finally make the breastplate. That's what I mean. It suffers
Yeah,
from that.
but at the same time, when you click on the breastplate, then you don't have the made sorry the
Crafting.
crafted items already. You have the tools and everything, and you have the what's it called? Well, you got the materials, but they're not crafted yet. If you click on the breastplate, it gives you like, oh, you need to craft this in order to get that, and you just click on it, and there's more tabs, more tabs, more tabs, and you don't have to actually go like in Arcade. You would have to remember
Here's the
which
thing.
was
That was a new feature. That wasn't originally in the game. They
Really?
added that, yeah. I remember crafting back when that thing didn't exist. It was a pain then. But one of the things, though, that yes, it's easy to do, but because there's so many stages, it's actually kind of a chore, particularly when you keep going back to the trading post to buy things all the time.
Yeah, I've done that, but at the same time, like, crafting in Guild Wars is super easy comparing to any other game.
Oh yeah, easily. Like, have you tried Black Desert before?
Here's the thing. It got a beta release or something, and you could play it if you had the key or something, blah blah blah, invite key, I don't know. I played with my friends on NA servers, it was fine, but my computer was old, so I couldn't enjoy the game to the fullest. It was glitchy and lagging, so I was playing on the lowest settings. But anyways, I enjoy the game as it is. And when it got released, it announced that it has blocked some certain countries by IP block.
Seriously?
And my country is one of them.
That's so ridiculous. In
All
this
the
day and
Baltic
age.
countries, and I think Russia is also blocked. I might be wrong though.
That fucking sucks.
But a couple of Europe
Although,
countries are blocked,
I will
and I
say-
don't know why.
You're not missing much. I played Black Desert for a good couple of months, and the main problem with it is it does not let you out of the grind. You are in the grinding wheel forever. You know, in Guild Wars 2, you get your gear, you get to level 80. That's it. Now you can enjoy like the end of the game. There's no more grinding, really. In this, you have to keep grinding because your weapons degrade, and you need to get the materials, and you get the materials by grinding. And that's it. It's in
Oh, God.
perpetuality. And also the other thing the reason why I brought it up, crafting in that game is such a bitch. You have to get wiki pages up. It is an absolute fucking nightmare.
Wow. Okay, that is. I
Yeah.
don't know what to say, honestly.
We'll just be thankful that you didn't actually play it when it released. It was just, as I say, it's just painful, really. It's annoying because it showed so much promise, and it did try to innovate, but it just was executed badly. It's just as simple as that.
I really did like the combat system that they had.
It was on and off for me. I liked how Twitch-based it was. It was very frenetic and fast. But the problem with it, I don't know if you noticed, is that it put complete focus on offensive combat. Everything was to do with doing damage and in doing more damage and like debuffing to do more damage and comboing to do more damage. If you look at Guild Wars, for instance, you've got boon juggling and you've got defensive abilities and you've got invulnerability abilities and you've got movement abilities. It's not just kill it before it kills you. It's more tactical. In Guild Wars 2, I love the combat in Guild Wars 2. I think it's brilliant. Like, it's not
Guild
just...
Wars 2 also does not have the Holy Trinity, however, so it's a different game.
You mean
Tank,
DPS?
healer, DPS.
Neither does Black Desert.
Interesting. I did not actually...
In Black
remember
Desert,
that.
everyone's DPS. Even worse. That's the thing. That's the thing about Guild Wars 2 is that you can basically play most any class any number of ways, and I love that. I love the versatility of it.
Change a weapon.
Anyway, enough about nerdy MMO stuff. No, you haven't missed anything, child. We're still trying to recruit Toner, but he's being very stubborn about it. Oh.
When he's gonna be recruited, call him Genji because of the hat. Or Hanzo. Hanzo has that new skin, lol. Oh, Kabuki.
Have you bought it yet?
No, because I don't play. Here's the thing about Hanzo. I hate playing him because I do not know how to play as him. I cannot aim, and it's just horrible. I hate having him on my team because usually those people who have Hanzo suck at it. And I hate playing against him because I cannot catch him. He always evades me. He somehow kills me, and the people are just too good on the enemy team. So I hate Hanzo, but God, I love the hero itself, the looks of him, the skins that he has, the voice lines, and everything else. It's just like, it's super nice to look at, and I just like the character. But in the game, while the game is going, and I have to play against him or play with him, and it's just like, no, please, no.
Aesthetically, I like him when he's... I like the older skins, where he actually is shown to be older. I don't like the whole trying to make him younger and putting him in a hoodie. I think that's dumb. Dumb millennial pandering, and I hate it. It makes my skin crawl. Character-wise, he's a bit boring, if I'm honest. He's just a bit stuck up and up his own arse. That's about it.
Yeah, that is true. But since I'm an artist, I just like the visuals mostly. That's how I actually get attached to characters. If the character is ugly, there are chances I'm gonna hate it.
Well, that's fair enough.
I think maybe, just maybe, that is why I like Dota 2 a lot more than League of Legends, because to me, League of Legends looks
like
colorless, bland, and flat. And for Dota 2, to me, there's like stairs, trees. The game looks super 3D. Like when you move the camera around, you can see the trees actually change an angle as you move around. In League of Legends, everything is the same, like super flat.
Well, you see, that's the thing. It's a very utilitarian game. In fact, those games are the very utilitarian. Aesthetic comes second for them.
But another thing, when I tried out League of Legends, there was like this super weird black outline over your champion, and I was like, what the fuck is this shit? I hate it. Where can I remove it? Thankfully enough, there was an option to remove it, so I was like super happy about that, but it didn't like make me like the game more than what it already is.
It wasn't enough.
It was not. It
No.
was not. All the items that I tried to look at or build, I was confused because in Dota 2, usually visually I can actually know what I need to build. I don't need to like look it up. Sometimes if I forget the item name, I just need to look it up. But usually, by the visuals, I can remember what item I need. Hero based as well, like all the effects and everything else that I see in Dota 2 is just like, oh, I know that skill. I know that skill. Oh, this is too. That one's too. Like, I don't know. League of Legends, the only game that I played was ARAM, which is all random, all mid.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've no idea about those games. They do not interest me whatsoever.
Another thing is why I like Dota 2 is well, actually both games are for free. Let's start with that. But in League of Legends, if you play on EU and you want to play with your friend who's from NA, you have to change your servers. You have to, I think, make a new account or something, or maybe have to re-download a different launcher. I'm not sure how it works. I never tried it.
So it's fiddly.
It's weird. On Dota 2, when you launch a game and when you try to play the game, you can have your friends in the party and you can just checkmark the servers that you need. Up to 3, even. Which is weird, and it's so much easier. Come on. And in League of Legends, when you can die and you lose the game, that's it. And, you know, it's over. For Dota 2, it's the same thing. But you get free items. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah, and another huge thing that annoys me so much about League of Legends is you get into the game. For example, you get some all random, all mid, yeah, and you get the random champion, and then you decide, oh, I like this champion. You know, I want to play them in the normal game, and it's not happening because the fucking champion for you is locked. Pay up if you want to have that champion, or play excessive amounts of hours into the game to actually get some points or something, and then you can pay in-game money or something like that to unlock the champion.
As
Dota,
Alpha points out, yeah, Bonks does have a pet bird. I was gonna say I can hear him in the background.
Oh, he's ringing the bell.
Yeah, we can hear him squawking and chirping as well.
Oh, whoops.
Just occasionally. It's not very loud, don't worry.
But yeah, I do have pet birds. 2 of them.
You got
at the
2.
Moment.
What breeds are they?
One is a budgie, and the other one is a cockatiel.
Oh, a cockatiel.
Cockatiel.
Cute.
The blushing bird.
They live to be about 30, I believe. That's pretty long.
I
Such a
think
small
20.
20 to 30.
Well, but then again, there's like the big parrots that live for 50 to up to 80 years.
Oh
so...
yeah, like the macaws. Yeah, they can outlive their owners, which is nuts. Yeah,
So if your parrot dies, you obviously did something bad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, unless it gets some sort of illness that you couldn't really prevent.
Yeah, one of my cockatiels actually got that, and I was super sad, but couldn't do anything about it. I went to a specific bird vet that could like tell me what's going on with my bird, but they couldn't even like figure it out. So I was like determined to become a vet and only for birds. But yeah, it didn't happen.
No.
That's why I know a lot about birds, basically.
I always, when I was younger, I always wanted like a pet bird, like a cockatiel or a cockatoo or something.
Budgies are fine too.
But you see, the reason why I didn't get it, like my parents on I think my 12th birthday, they were like, okay, we're gonna get you a bird. Like I got a letter, like I woke up and one of my presents was a letter, and in the letter it said, we will go to a bird sanctuary and we will buy you a cockatiel. And in that moment, when I was 12, I thought about it, and I thought about it properly for the first time in a long time, and I realized I didn't know if I could dedicate the amount of time that was necessary to give a cockatiel a proper life. Because at that point I'd become addicted to games as I am today, and I could not vouch for whether or not I would give it enough attention. So I told my parents, no, thank you, but I'll pass. Thanks.
That's why I get to.
You get to, yeah. They didn't really want to get to, because that means you need an even bigger cage.
Yeah, well, that is true. I have a cage that is almost as tall as me. From the floor to almost my head.
They need it though, that's the thing.
And it's on wheels, and it's kind of like nice.
Wheels? Do you take them for walkies in their cage sometimes?
No.
Just push it along like a baby in a pram.
No, but it's easy to just push out the cage from the corner, clean behind the corner where they have been like standing, and all the feathers and all the seeds that have been like
And the shit.
thrown out and around, and you just clean that up by just pushing the cage out with the wheels, and it's fine. Just push it back in.
Oh shit, we can start growing things now, finally.
Did you miss the time interval?
No, we can start growing things now. Let me check what the priorities are on growing. James
it's
should
the
be growing
7th.
a lot.
It's just the 7th of September. I thought it was the 11th.
Yeah, well, so did I, but look, there's things being planted already. People are eager. We're on it.
How come the trees are over there where you're planting stuff?
Oh, well, trees have started growing as well, I guess.
Uh-oh.
Like I hadn't originally planted in these areas. I expanded out over here, so I sort of incorporated some trees which have yet to be cut.
Alice left her gloves.
Oh yeah, she's left them on the fucking bed, I know. What an animal. Ooh.
Like, you
oh,
told
yes.
her to just take them off, and she did when she woke up, and just left them there.
Yep. Well, that's fucking Alice for you, isn't it?
The let.
Well, now that it's not winter anymore, Catherine can wear her normal jacket, her normal pink jacket, instead of this weird winter cloak that she's been wearing.
So, how's Tona doing?
Tona is still refusing to join us. Despite Catherine's best efforts.
Damn it.
Tona is still down here. There's the recruitment difficulty is only 75%, which is nothing. A lot of the time it's 99%. So, Child of Dark, do you wish the character to be named as your name appears in the chat, or do you want it to be called Anna or Nico? Or Nico. I say
Nike.
Nico and I immediately think... Yeah, you know what I
Nike.
think. I think of cat ears, and then I want to vomit.
Uh-oh. Like the new Diva skin, yeah?
Yeah, I don't like that.
Okay, here's the thing. I like the skin as it is, except I'm not a fan of the hair. And
Right.
oh god, when I saw the mecha and I turned it around, there was a huge tail, and I'm just like, oh, nope. I'm
Little creepy.
not buying this skin no more. I'm sorry, that is creepy, kind of disgusting.
But you see, this is the thing. This is the thing that people haven't realised about Diva's character. She is creepy.
It's fucking hell. I don't know, that's the... Oh, I
Too
want to
much.
like the skin, but the tail and the hair color is just like too much for me. I don't know. The tail is super creepy. I think that's the biggest factor of me not wanting to buy the skin at all.
Uh-huh.
I prefer my Officer Diva, thank you very much.
Yeah, I just don't like
Because then I can
Diva.
be like, I get the play of the game, I'm like, whoop, whoop, that's the sound of police, whoop, whoop, get down on your knees. And then
We're
I
not
get
talking
like
about
a
memeing.
4
No
people
memeing in
kill.
this chat.
Sorry. I've done that on my stream, I think. Oh man.
Sorry, I'm still eating my pizza.
It's crunchy.
Mm-hmm.
Which is fine still.
Tona refuses to join the harem. Yeah. He's being difficult. So do you think you'll get back into playing some Overwatch? You gonna play the new update?
Maybe.
You saw a bit of
I'm not
us
sure.
playing it yesterday with Seto, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
You didn't see any of it?
No, not really. I saw you guys trying out the map, but when I'm at work, I'm always sitting at the tables and everything like that. But then there's like,
Dreaming Catfish, welcome to the club. Thank you very much.
no, there's I don't. Okay, it's at least an hour or An hour and a half.
Oh shit, James is being attacked by a cougar.
What the hell?
The only person nearby... Oh fuck, is Alice.
Dude, James was in bed.
For
What's
fuck's
going
sake.
on?
Kathy, I'm gonna need you to pick up his geese arm and attack the cougar as well, because Alice is struggling. Oh, Kathy's gone down immediately.
Oh my god. All that armor gone, you know.
It's not gone. Okay, we got it. See, the thing is, Kathy's a wimp, so she takes the slightest bit of pain and she goes down. She got scratched twice, and that was it. James, on the other hand, he's pretty beat up. Jesus. Oh my god, Alice has lost another finger. She's lost 2 fingers now. Alright, Alice, rescue James. Tony, rescue Kathy.
Oh no. James again? He was already in the bed.
He'll live. He'll live. We just need Shampwow to sort of see to them.
Sham, wow. He'll say wow every time you use it.
What have I told you?
Damn it.
Can't help yourself, can you?
No.
Kathy will be fine. She just got scratched a bit and she went down.
I like how she's being carried. With her head down like that up front. James, oh gods. Oh.
James is alright. Alice has lost a finger though.
Again.
Yeah. I think it's a different hand though, so she'll be alright. Hopefully. That fucking cougar, I knew it'd be a problem. I saw it earlier. But I just don't want to do anything about it. Oh no. Oh no, they're gonna butcher it.
Tonight, we feast on cougar meat.
On cat.
Oh no. Why
On some
didn't the
cat.
dog do anything about this?
The dog isn't trained to do anything about it. Actually, no, he is, but he was far away. Like, Blue is bound to Kathy. Kathy is like his owner.
Oh.
So when Kathy, when I drafted Kathy so that she was ready for melee, Blue basically bolted across the map to join her, but she was a bit slow, unfortunately. Unfortunately.
Why do they have snowmen in springtime?
I think they're melting. They are, yeah, they are definitely. Look, they're at 6%. They're
Actually,
melting.
is it even spring? It says 8th of September.
You have to understand this is a different planet, right? So the dates and seasons are different.
Oh.
So, like for instance, Decemberary is summer.
Oh, this is Australia then.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hello, who just joined?
Hello.
Is that James?
Uh-huh.
No,
Well, this is fun.
Just be James.
this
Push.
is.
Are you at work, James? Because if you're at work, you need to go away, because otherwise we're going to hear doors banging in the background.
I am at work.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Jesus. Are you at least in a position where you're not going to be interrupted?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm not at work.
Okay, good. Because I was going to say, usually the first sign that you're in the chat is background noise. You just got attacked by a cougar, by the way.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
What can I say?
You've been also sick for a really long time in the bed, being fed raw meat.
Yeah, you were stuffed full of raw meat. Where did your
I'm so
revolver
metal.
go? Did James drop his revolver?
I think so.
Yeah, he dropped his revolver. What the fuck?
Yeah, fuck that revolver.
It's a good revolver, you fucker. Guy's still not joining us. The son of a bitch. Do you think you might play some Overwatch later? You could stream it.
Wait, me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, I was talking. I thought you talked to James.
No, James doesn't play it.
What? James, why?
Oh no. 3 people have got gut worms.
What the hell? How do you even cure them? Because I don't think it's just regular medicine, is it?
No, medicine will do.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that's really weird, isn't it, Alpha?
Nah, just eat garlic, you know.
Eat garlic. Yeah, that'll do it.
No, but I think that's how you get rid of parasites in the real world as well. Like, there's some weird medicine called like garlic pills or something that you have to eat. Or I don't know.
Who else has got these? Krazier's got gut worms. And Atomic Tony's got gut worms.
Probably that raw meat, you know?
Yeah, probably.
Ugh.
Although James isn't one who's got it.
Damn.
Oh, what? He's a savage.
What, James is a savage?
Yes.
Why is James suddenly a savage?
I was metal. I mean, I dropped the revolver. I was eating raw meat.
Just because you dropped a revolver doesn't make you metal. You almost got eaten by a cougar, though.
Wait, I almost got
Metal.
eaten by a cleaver.
Cougar.
Oh, yeah. Cougar.
Cleaver,
Yeah.
what?
I heard wrong.
Alpha Falcon Tail said that, Jesus, it's strange to hear you in a stream where you're not beating the shit out of something, James.
Oh
What
yeah,
did
because
you
I
do,
beat
James?
on streams, or when I stream.
Do you find people are interested in watching you play an MMO?
Depends.
Because I don't think people would be interested in watching me play Guild Wars 2. I don't think it's something that people
James,
want
what
to
is
see.
your stream?
He streams
Yeah,
Final Fantasy sometimes.
Oh,
I
Yeah.
normally just stream whatever I feel like playing most of the time, and most of the time it's been Final Fantasy.
Well, I do that too, but I understand also that sometimes people don't want to see the things I'm doing. Like
I
being
think
a nerd in
also-
Guild Wars 2.
I think also a lot of times when you play MMOs and stream it, it's very likely that viewers will not understand what the hell is going on.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why people it's very, particularly like MMOs like Final Fantasy that have a very complicated UI that's not very condensed well, and
oh god, yeah, tell me
weird
about that.
rules that are just hard to understand from a viewer perspective.
Yeah. Well, I think
I
Final
like,
Fantasy's UI is like kind of cleaner than, for example, RuneScape's one.
And,
Oh,
well,
God.
that depends. That depends. Like if we're talking about Seto's UI, then definitely, because holy fucking shit.
I think any
Talking about Seth
RS3
while he's not
interface
here.
actually.
Well, actually, my I'll have you know, my RS3 layout is pretty neat. But like Black Deserts is awful. Arcade was awful. Elder Scrolls was okay. Final Fantasy looks like crap as well. The UI is just a clusterfuck of shit just lying around with no sort of unifying UI scheme. It's weird. Ow, my fucking back.
I hate the minimap in Final Fantasy. I finally found a way how to actually disable it.
Oh yeah, you can literally just hide things.
Why do people
You can
think?
hide everything.
Why do people
Yeah,
think I'm
hide
a
everything,
vampire?
hide the UI, you know, just disable it all.
I don't know why people think I'm always a vampire.
I mean, I don't understand it. I mean, the only reason, or the only way I can, the only
Yes.
thing I see in that is just because the fact that you have an odd sleep schedule, but that's normal.
That's normal.
Hello? I'm here too.
What, are
It's
you a
5
vampire?
a.m.
Yeah, she's further ahead as well. She's about 5 a.m. for her at the moment. But you work night shifts. You got a reason. I don't have a reason.
Yeah, on my days off, I also only sleep during day,
Yep.
which is
Well,
why
I
I
mean,
have
it's
that
because you got your
beautiful.
schedule.
Uh, which is why I have that beautiful monitor tan, you know.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, refugee chased at Grand Waifu Retreat. I forgot I named it that. A pit brawler named Jennifer Jen Wild calls from you nearby. She's being chased by tribespeople from the Purple Turkey. I love that name.
Oh, turkey.
Yeah, it's a faction. It's a tribe's faction. She begs for
Oh
safety and
no.
offers to join the colony. Biologically, she's 24 years old. But be warned, if you accept her, you'll have to fight off the tribespeople on her tail. Should we accept her?
Do we have enough people to fight things off?
I think we do, yeah.
Everyone's sick and stuff, is it not?
Oh my god.
That's a good
Birdies.
point, actually.
I think I heard your birds.
Yeah, those are my birds. Chirping and ringing the bell and rattling the cage.
Generally being loud.
Babies,
Being what
my
they are.
babies. I'm sorry, they're my babies.
Don't worry, they're not that noisy.
I mean, it's nighttime. Just wait until it's like 5 hours later. Then it's gonna be like 10 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And they're gonna be like screaming nonstop. Well, that's the thing. In the morning, they're gonna be screaming for a while, yeah,
That's what
while
they do,
they're
isn't
awake.
it?
And then they just kind of have a nap again, or they just go quiet because they're doing stuff in the cage, like working on their beaks or something, like sharpening their beaks, playing with
Working
toys
on
in the
working
cage.
on that beak action.
Yeah.
Well, their beaks are actually sharp. I don't know. Even the tiny budgie that I took out of the cage by hand, it bit me. But since I'm used to the birds biting me, I'm fine. Like, I just keep hold them while I need to like check on their feathers, check on their health, check on feet if they have any illnesses or not.
Yeah,
And
normally.
yeah, if they bite me, I'm just kind of like, it's whatever. If I bleed, I bleed. But it usually stops in like few.
Yeah, when they use peck,
minutes.
their base power is not 40 on
Shut up,
everyone
James.
except Bonk.
God.
It's not very effective against bonks, is that what you're saying?
Oh
Damn
yeah.
it. It's so funny though when I hold my cockatiel in my hands and he doesn't like it. Obviously he's gonna bite, but he makes a noise to the point where it just sounds like he's on dead batteries, like as a kid's toy on dead batteries.
It's a bit strange.
It is. I want to record it sometimes, just to show it to people. Like, this is what happens if I want to pet my bird.
It just makes this weird noise.
Yep.
Be honest.
What are those?
Oh, those
I
are
want my own,
muffaloes.
Dude, those are marshmallow buffaloes.
Yeah, pretty
Oh.
much. Like woolly buffalo. Gerbers. Who's vomited? Someone's vomited somewhere. I'm not sure why.
What?
Ooh.
There is even vomit?
Yeah.
Like, puddle?
Yeah, there was, yeah.
Oh my
Gerber had to
God.
clean it up. So this
Ugh.
weapon was of such quality that it's actually got an artwork inscribed on it.
Whoa, what?
Krazia is called the art is called Krazia's frog. The weapon bears an artwork of a swirling tornado carrying debris with it. Two poets rush to prepare. The scene seems to take place on the outskirts of a municipality, and the work is infused with the idea of seclusion and is done in a neoclassical style.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Okay.
That's how memes are born.
Yeah.
My bad, Alpha.
How you doing, James? You right?
Sure.
Sure. This revolver's also an artwork piece. Valerie's victory. These are all like the text for art descriptions are completely computer generated. That's why they're so weird.
Valerie?
This weapon bears an artwork of Sonia Valerie Baker touching down in a drop pod in a plume of dust and rocks. He is smiling with grim joy. A tapir in the distance seems to symbolize helplessness, and the blocky style of the central scene clashes with the impressionistic depiction of the background. So
Wow.
weird. Alright, let's get this hospital up and running. Oh, now fucking Tony's being attacked by an Arctic wolf. Oh, for fuck's sake, he's miles away.
I think I just saw a wolf.
It's now attacking someone.
Oh, that's the one.
Cool.
That's the same exact one that I just saw passing by through the base.
Yeah, I should make I should make it a priority to kill aggressive animals when I see them, because this just happens too much. It's kind of dumb that they go slower when they get attacked. I'm trying to send in Gerber and Alice.
But it's the same game. I mean, it's the same deal in every game.
Okay, well that was easier than the cougar. Holy shit. Easy.
Easy. Shit, I don't know what to do. I'm fucking bored now, I guess.
Uh-huh.
Thank
Well,
you.
what were you going to do, James?
I think normally I would have been like fucking doing schoolwork still,
Right.
but I'm not doing that because I don't have any right now. So it feels like free moments.
Well, then go do something you would do. Go play some game. Go play a good game.
I mean, I couldn't. I mean, I'm on Final Fantasy right now. I could just go do like
For God's sake.
fucking raid, like a raid that, like the highest raid right now. But like, yeah, there's just people. I don't feel like it.
Mm-hmm.
New patch coming out next week, anyways. So
I need to do my. I actually need to do my fractals at some point. And who do I want to have this cool musket? Really cool musket. The problem is no one's really very good at shooting. Maybe Tonna can have it when he eventually turns, because we're not letting him out there. He's going to sit in there until he joins us.
maybe they just had bad eyesight. That's why they dropped the revolver.
No, you got injured.
In
That's
the
why you
first-
dropped the revolver. Don't worry, you got it back now.
I'm gonna end up shooting myself.
I've been meaning to ask, what is that hole in the middle of your base?
That's a steam geyser, and it's
Oh.
right outside the front door.
Oh,
So just anytime anyone walks out the front door, they get an impromptu facial.
oh my god.
It's fine, you know. It's just adds to the flair. And by flair, I mean a giant spout of hot water.
How's that for a quickie?
Are you making a dirty joke, James?
No,
Of course
Sure.
not.
it was a very quick rush of air into your face.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What I heard is you saying Russian air.
Russian. Do you know what? I heard that as well.
Damn it.
Oh, fucking get off this shit.
What shit?
Everything.
Final Fantasy.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm. Is it nice playing a different MMO other than RuneScape for once?
Yeah. Pretty much all the time I've spent playing like in a day and a week playing RuneScape has been substituted with Final Fantasy.
That's how it goes. Welcome to my world, man.
Mm.
This is what I did when I disappeared in 2011 and I went to play an MMO. Like just after I got 99 Slayer.
I finally like became free to play on RuneScape like 2 weeks ago, and like I'm oddly like happy.
Mm-hmm. It's just a nail in the coffin, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously I'm going to go back to RuneScape at some point, just not now.
Oh yeah. I'm still gonna say I'm still going for trimmed completionist and 120. Well, obviously
Yeah.
120 Slayer.
I can't be fucked with that. That's the reason why I stopped playing, is I just can't be fucked with any of that meta stuff.
Yeah, I can also be proudly saying that I've been going for trims since like 2 or something years now.
Why is that a matter of pride? I don't understand that.
Because of the length of how long it's been since I've been
It's taken me
starting to
this
say that.
long to do this thing. It's pretty cool, actually. Yeah, we're all still here. Don't worry. I haven't played RuneScape in about a year and a half at this point. I've been enjoying the expansion for Guild Wars 2.
Jerbear looks like a priest.
Does he?
Kinda, because of the icon. I don't know. He looks like
Like a monk or
Indian
something?
priest or like
All right, well, I've got some games on Steam.
Mm-hmm.
like 100 of them.
Let's go open up VR chat.
Oh,
Oh,
god.
no.
If you're gonna do that, you can get out of the Discord chat. 'Cause I don't want to listen to that.
I probably won't even.
I mean, I'm all about the meme, but I do not think I want to experience VR chat without the VR headset.
Yeah, that's the thing. You'd probably want the headset, wouldn't you?
Of course.
Yeah, so I'm not touching the game.
You fancy playing some Overwatch later, Bonks?
I might, but I know I'm gonna lose the games.
Dude, you didn't see our streams. You didn't see set of streams yesterday, but we basically lost most of our games.
Every single one.
Not every single one, but most of them, because we decided that we'd let the audience pick what character we were going to play. And I didn't get, and I never got picked a character that I actually ever play. So like, people were picking Tracer and Junkrat for me, and I was awful with them.
Dude, I thought you were like, oh, I like this Tracer because I was not here in the stream since the start when people actually decided on it. I was like, why are you picking Tracer? Like, switch to something else. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the
But it's
reason
like,
why.
okay, maybe he likes Tracer, you know? Like, I don't know.
No.
Okay, well, fine. I guess he could pick the Tracer, but then I saw you like you're not doing as well as I thought you might be. So yeah.
No, I don't usually play Tracer ever. In fact,
However,
when
I
I started,
do play Junkrats.
I
That's
don't like
my
Junkrat.
thing.
I don't play Junkrat because I find he's too easy. But literally Tracer, before people picked it for me to play, twice in a row, I'll say, I played it for a total of 4 minutes. But no, Mercy's my main. And I didn't actually play her once for the entire stream.
Oh.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, the chat's a little quiet. We are still paying attention. I've got you up on my
Lucio
side.
was my main until he got nerfed.
Oh, Jesus!
Oh, I love how like in Final Fantasy I main healer, and in real life I do healing.
What? Wait. What do you mean? What's going on?
There's been a power blow. I need to set up some fuses.
Oh my god! I just saw that.
Yeah. Fortunately,
Oh,
there are a few people around.
Oh my god!
Kathy's knocked out.
No, Kathy just can't. Kathy's being a wuss and refuses to move.
Oh.
Because she still thinks she's in pain.
Oh, so it's a placebo effect.
No, she's just a wuss. Well, the bed burned down.
Oh.
I don't know. I can't remember whose bed that was, but it's gone now. We'd have to replace it.
It's only fire.
Uh-huh. It smell like like a bloody bonfire in there for the next couple of weeks. Just cut down some more trees for that. Yeah, you don't have to chat. There's no obligation to chat in the chat. Not your thing. I mean, if I'm
Just
honest,
be here.
I don't use
Leave the stream open on the tab.
it. If I'm honest, whenever I'm watching someone, I rarely speak in the chat as well, unless it's a friend like Bonks yesterday.
When I'm watching someone, I try to chat as much as I can if I have something to say. I'm just gonna try to argue with myself even just so that they have something to read.
See, I just don't. I never think to. It's just not what I do.
No, that's
Anytime I feel the obligation to is, well, not necessarily obligation, but the inclination to is if it's a friend's chat. Not a friend's stream, sorry.
Oh yeah, I do the same thing. Like, I used to go to Ritz streams when I did not have a job yet, and I was just always there, just always chatting away.
It's good though, it's appreciated. I'm bad at that though. I'm bad at interaction and stuff. I always forget to like videos and thumb things up and stuff. I just never crosses my mind.
Oh, I never do.
Things
I never,
up.
I never do anything like
Yeah.
that on you, at least.
No, I just put the thumbs down, you know. I do
Yeah,
that.
I mean it's just instinctual, you know. I just do.
Just open up the video and then auto. Hit
Oh no,
the-
Shampwow's now feeding Kathy raw meat. 'Cause no
Oh,
one's been
no.
cooking.
Taste your own medicine.
Yeah.
God damn.
Oh no, she's feeding her more. Oh god, go cook.
Oh
Told her
my
to go cook.
god.
Just stuffing Catherine full of bear meat. Jesus, that stuff's gonna be high in fat. I need to check the power cables. Power cables are alright. Oh, I can't even make fuses yet. I haven't researched them. Yeah, I'm afraid Tone is still not swayed, child. We'll get there though. He's not going anywhere, certainly.
It's so weird to see the wiring, how you do with the lamps and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know, to me it feels weird. Also, is that a jail cell where you put the new dude in?
What, Toner?
The Asian guy that you captured.
Do you think he's Asian just because he's wearing a straw hat?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's my prison cell.
Oh.
Oh. It has no light.
Of course it doesn't. It's a prison cell.
How will he know when it's daytime or not?
He doesn't.
Do you need to know?
Yes.
It's all the more incentive to join us. If he does not join us, he will remain in there forever in the dark, without a bed or comfort.
Age 39. I think he's done with his life already.
No, you got a comfortable bed there. You just stone ground.
Guys, what have I said about making cults? No chat cults. Last time we had a chat cult, there was blood everywhere. You don't know how long it took to clean that shit up.
The cults will be purged. We will purge the cults.
James is on
I'm not
cult
sure if I have
purging.
been in one of those chats.
They happen occasionally. My
We
chat
haven't,
my chat gets a very special at times. We
we
get
ain't
some
having
weird
any of that
topics.
shit.
Get some odd topics.
Wait, what?
Bonks, don't
James is
encourage
known
them.
as
Oh, come
James is
on.
known as sugar tits by his lovers. No one knows why.
Oh my god.
That's odd. Why did Moobot say that?
I do not understand.
Oh god, there's a rabbit and there's the muffalo as well, like nearby your house. The rabbit is in your storage room. What?
Yeah, they'll do that. I mean, we had a wolf walk through, remember?
Yeah.
I should set up some traps in this corridor here.
You need medicine, dude.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to grow it as fast as I can. It's difficult.
Oh, if you look at the dead pile, there's a skeleton, and which indicates that these people do not have feet.
Yep, these people don't have feet. They're slugmen.
Also,
They
no
slither everywhere.
pelvis. No
They sort of
pelvis
slide
bone.
everywhere. So who do you main then for Overwatch?
I guess Junkrat now, since I kind of like just like him, or Diva.
Another diva main. Well, I suppose someone has to play her.
I don't know. I'm just fine with playing as her. Usually I just pick Diva, Junkrat. Junkrat's actually my first probably like pick. So Junkrat, Diva, then I guess I go either Mercy or Torbjorn, depending on the situation.
Mm-hmm. My Guild Wars teammates aren't going to be around to do fractals for a while, so we could do some Overwatch after this if you like.
Man, I wish my Guild Wars was on NA account. Damn it.
Yeah, it sucks.
I do have an NA account, and the
It's
I have
free
a
one.
spare account, which is NA. No, I bought the account.
You actually did? Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, it was
Does it
back
have
then.
any of the expansions though?
No, it does not, unfortunately.
Ah.
But when I logged in, I saw a character there. His name was Dragon Becomes Me or something like that. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And it's a green Sylvari that looks Asian. I have no idea what I was thinking when I made that character. Oh man.
So yeah, do you want to play some Overwatch afterwards?
I guess
Yeah? No? Yeah? No?
I could. Yeah.
Do it.
I'm
No,
not sure
don't.
about streaming, however. I'm
Well, why not?
not?
sure.
Yeah, why not?
I'm not sure because I'm sick.
Actually, no, don't.
I mean, you've been doing fine talking in
It's
this.
gonna be like weird. Actually, when I woke up, the very first thing was like I started coughing because it felt like my throat has not been used for a year.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, I just kind of like answered my mom because she came in and she brought me like a hot drink or something, and I could not answer her, and my voice was just like crackling, and it was just not good at all. So I was like, oh shit, am I really that bad?
I mean, your voice sounds fine at the moment.
I guess.
Shit, being raided. Oh no, it's mechanoids. It's just one though.
What?
Yeah, they're like killer robots.
Also, your bed exploded
No.
and it's
Cool.
not being replaced, has it?
My bed didn't explode.
Jerbear, don't feed them.
He has to feed them. That's all he gets, but it'll get at least that. Kathy is still apparently incapacitated with her gut worms. No bitch. Who is available to deal with this?
They are.
Thanks, James.
No problem.
Where is this fucker?
Over there.
Okay, it's going to be attacking that way. Might need to lure it into... What is it actually attacking?
James
Poor-
is still missing health.
That thing.
Yeah, because he got mauled to hell and back by the cougar. But he's doing all right. He can join
So
in.
what are those orange things in the wild sleeping up north?
I'm trying to find them.
Are those
These-
moose?
These are elk, if it's what I think they are.
Oh, I thought it was a moose.
Mises.
A moose. A lot of them.
Krazia's just throwing up. Oh, that's why people are throwing up, because they've got gut worms.
Oh, well. At least they're throwing up, not having a diarrhea on the ground.
Having a
Oh,
diarrhea. Just having a diarrhea, guys. Don't mind me. I'm gonna ambush this fucker when he comes around the corner.
Yeah, ambush those motherfuckers.
Alright, James, jeez. Give me a PG. Come on. What sort of stream do you think this is?
Oh, okay.
You might die here.
James, no.
Just made Gerber take off his socks. Don't know why, just did. Why is it going that way around? Fuck's sake.
Why not?
Now I'm gonna have to move my ambush point. God, it moves fast. I'm not gonna be able to get there in time. Okay. I'm gonna make Gerber ambush it outside of the door. Shit. Seen them, but they haven't seen it. We're out of range. Come on, you fucker, move. Now it's going off my fucking wind turbine. What a prick. God, it moves fast.
Oh shit, they have Pokemon Crystal on the Nintendo eShop.
Oh no.
I'm just having to coordinate this. Because this friendly fire...
Are you kidding me?
Oh wow, that died so quickly. Gerber just shattered its head. They're usually a lot tougher than that. Alright guys, well done. That was pretty clean. I'm having problems with power at the moment, but that's mostly because there's an eclipse at this time, which means that solar panels aren't working.
Well, damn.
Oh damn! I think I might need to start hunting some of these mufflos. Anyway, this stream's been going on for over 3 hours, so I think I'm probably going to wrap it up now.
Yep.
Yep.
Up time.
I could see it on the OBS display, so I knew that. I knew that anyway.
Okay.
So,
I'll
I'm gonna
I'll probably
save
be
the
streaming.
Hmm?
Probably be streaming again later on in the week by the weekend.
You will.
Yeah, definitely at least Tuesday since.
Nice. Alright. Cool. Well, I've got you on auto host anyway. Okay, guys. We've got some good stuff done today. We got armor production up and running. We've got the power situation sorted out. We still haven't
Not
found
really.
Valerie, but maybe next time we can maybe consider going out into the world and rescuing Valerie. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway.
Say goodbye.
Yes, without further ado, say goodbye, everyone. Being for the first time we actually
Goodbye,
have other people here.
everyone.
Goodbye, everybody.
And for me as well, good night.
Good night.